Nalanda University, a jewel of knowledge in ancient India, stood as an unparalleled global beacon of learning for centuries. Its destruction in the late 12th century CE was one of the greatest intellectual tragedies in history, not only obliterating a prominent educational institution, but also significantly altering the cultural and religious landscape of the Indian subcontinent. This report will review Nalanda's glorious history, trace the events leading to its downfall, analyze its impact, and discuss the historical debates surrounding the incident, concluding with a reflection on its enduring legacy and modern resurgence. Nalanda Mahivihara, in present-day Bihar, India, was one of the world's earliest residential universities, active from around 427 to 1400 CE. It was a major center of learning, arts, and culture during India's Golden Age, extending far beyond a mere monastery. Recognized today as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Nalanda attracted scholars from across Asia, Korea, Japan, China, Tibet, Indonesia, Persia, and Turkey, highlighting its global influence. It played a crucial role in shaping Mahayana and Vajrayana Buddhism. With structured education and residential facilities, Nalanda functioned as a true university, not just a religious site. Its destruction marked a significant loss to global intellectual and spiritual exchange, showing that the roots of university tradition extend well beyond the Western world. Nalanda, founded around 427 CE by Emperor Kumaragupta I, was one of the world's earliest universities. Supported by Indian and Javanese rulers, both Buddhist and non-Buddhist, it thrived for over 800 years, peaking in the 12th century. At its height, Nalanda housed 2,000 teachers and 10,000 students, offering studies in Buddhist philosophy, medicine, mathematics, astronomy, and more. Aryabhata, the famed mathematician, was among its notable scholars. Its vast library, Dharma contained millions of manuscripts, reflecting its inclusive and interdisciplinary spirit. Nalanda attracted scholars from across Asia, including Xuanzang and Yijing from China, and played a major role in spreading Buddhism. Despite an 8th century attack, Nalanda flourished under the Pala Empire until its destruction by Muhammad Bakhtiyar Khalji in 1293 CEA. It was finally abandoned in the 13th century, though Tibetan monk Dharma visited its ruins in 1235. Revived in modern times, Nalanda University was re-established by the Indian government and East Asia Summit in 2010. Its new campus was inaugurated in June 2024 by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In the 12th century, India was marked by political fragmentation, with regional kingdoms vying for power and a shift in eastern dominance from Bihar to Bengal. Royal patronage moved from Buddhism to Hinduism, while Turkic Muslim invasions introduced new systems often hostile to Buddhism, though relatively tolerant of Hindus under the Delhi Sultanate. Muhammad Bakhtiyar Khalji, a Turco-Afghan general, led invasions in eastern India and destroyed both Odantapuri and Nalanda in 1293 CE, Nalanda being a major center of Buddhist learning. Its library, said to hold over 9 million manuscripts, was burned and thousands of monks were massacred. Dharma, a Tibetan monk, found the site in ruins in 1235 CE. One account claims Khalji destroyed Nalanda out of envy after being cured by a Buddhist scholar. Historian Minhaj-e-Siraj wrote that Khalji sought to eliminate Buddhism and establish Islam by force. The destruction devastated Buddhist institutions in North India. Nalanda's tall structures offered strategic value, and its materials were repurposed for mosque construction, revealing both ideological and practical motives behind the attack. The burning of Nalanda's library in 1293 CE destroyed millions of manuscripts, erasing centuries of knowledge in science, medicine, and philosophy. It was a profound loss for India and global scholarship. However, Buddhism's decline in India had begun earlier due to internal issues: corruption in the Sangha, loss of royal patronage, sectarian divisions, and a shift to Sanskrit that distanced teachings from the public. Meanwhile, Hinduism's reforms and growing popularity further reduced Buddhism's appeal. Vajrayana's tantric elements blurred distinctions with folk Hinduism, and Buddhism's reliance on centralized monasteries made it vulnerable. Khalji's invasion struck an already weakened tradition. The destruction of Nalanda was not the sole cause, but a major turning point. Surviving monks fled to Nepal, Tibet, China, and Burma, where they helped preserve and spread Nalanda's legacy. The commonly accepted narrative attributes the destruction of Nalanda University to Muhammad Bakhtiyar Khalji around 1293 to 1297 CE. However, historical evidence suggests this may be oversimplified. The chronicler Minhaj-e-Siraj referenced the sacking of Odantapuri, not Nalanda, leading to debates over misidentification. Tibetan monk Dharma, who visited Nalanda decades later, 1234 to 1236 CE, reported it was still functioning with about 70 monks, challenging claims of total destruction. Other Tibetan sources blame Hindu tantric sects for attacking Buddhist monasteries due to religious rivalry. The absence of mention in Brahmanical records also adds to the mystery. Archaeological findings confirm significant fire damage, but some scholars argue this incident may have been exaggerated by later Muslim or British colonial historians. Evidence also points to Nalanda's decline, starting as early as the 11th century, due to internal Buddhist sectarian divisions, diminishing royal support, and broader cultural shifts. Khalji's invasion may have been the final blow to an already weakening institution, rather than its sole cause. Nalanda Mahavihara, now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, was one of the world's oldest and most influential centers of learning, active from the 5th to the 13th century CE. In 2010, the Indian government revived its legacy by establishing the modern Nalanda University in Rajgir. Officially inaugurated in June 2024, the eco-friendly Net Zero campus is supported by 18 East Asia Summit countries. As an institute of national importance, It offers postgraduate programs across various disciplines, including history, ecology, philosophy, and management. More than just an academic institution, Nalanda aspires to foster global understanding, peace, and intellectual growth. Nalanda University was an unparalleled global beacon of learning in the ancient world. Its destruction in the late 12th century, primarily due to the attack by Muhammad Bakhtiyar Khalji, led to the loss of an invaluable intellectual heritage and accelerated the decline of institutional Buddhism in India. Although Khalji's attack was a key event, Nalanda's and Buddhism's decline was also influenced by various complex internal factors and pre-existing socio-religious changes. Historical debates suggest that the narrative of a single destruction might oversimplify a more nuanced reality involving gradual damage and multiple contributing factors. The resurgence of the modern Nalanda University is a testament to the resilience of India's intellectual heritage and its commitment to global education and inter-civilizational dialogue.